Have your new document or the same document that we're going to add warm-ups on. They go from September 28th through October 9th. We'll have those up and ready to go.
Do you know if NWI testing starts today?
Why don't you just leave that in the chat like you're supposed to, remember? Okay, I think we're going to get started. We'll probably have some other people come in, but we're going to move forward. So you should have your document, a Google Drive document that I would just title it warm-ups and then just keep track of all your dates. So like I said, this new one is going to be September 28th through October 9th, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and start with that warm-up. So go ahead and pull up that document and we are gonna start with that warm-up. Okay, here we go.
There's nothing to write on. I'm not talking to you, Dad. I'm talking to her.
Tanner, you have your mic on.
I'm not even doing anything.
Miss Gray, can you see this?
Yes, I can see it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, start. You got 2 minutes. Please just do the parenting question and make sure it's in caps and ends. Complete sentences, please. Got about a minute left. Sorry about the dogs if you can hear them. "45 seconds. 15 seconds. Okay, time is up. Okay, so I just want to talk about a couple things that I am seeing. So on warm-ups, you guys, you take the time to do them. So it's really important that you do them right with caps and ends and complete sentences. So in the news section on your Google Classroom where it shows the warm-ups each and every day, I also put in the information exactly what should be on a warm-up, and I actually did an example of what a warm-up should look like. So take a look at that. I did it on something that doesn't really relate to parenting, sort of. The question, this is an example now. The question is, what are the 3 C's when you come upon an emergency situation? And if you want to make it a complete sentence, you would say that the 3 C's when you come upon an emergency situation are, you know, or what do you, I think it was, what do you check for or something, and it's check, call, care. Okay, so that's a complete sentence. That's part of the question in your answer. So if I just put check, call, care, I would get a 0 for that. If I left it blank, I would get a 0. If I didn't put a capital, I'd get a 0. You gotta, these are just basic English things that you've been doing since you started writing. And I want to say that was in 2nd grade, as far as I can remember. Maybe it's earlier these days, but you know, these are things that you have learned throughout your entire school career. And it shouldn't be something that gets thrown to the wayside just because you're in high school. I mean, you're going to progress, hopefully, you know, into another learning venue. Goodness sakes. Lots of sounds around here today. Sorry. Anyway, there's a big noise outside, and so they heard it. Okay.
I just told my mom would be glad that my family are not in the room because we'll be barking.
Okay. Hopefully they'll be quiet. Okay, sorry. I can't control them. Lucy. Okay. So just try to do a better job on your warm-ups. I mean, they're 2 points every time we meet, but they're going to add up over time. So it's really important that you do them. I mean, if you take the time to do them right. I mean, what is the point, you know? Hey. Oh, anyway. Okay. And then I wanted to tell you what's up and coming. Lucy. So, she's gonna bark again. Let me let her out. Okay. Okay. So what is up and coming? I have decided, because of this being our first kind of virtual learning experience, that I have been taking assignments late for full credit. Okay. I am going to do that up until the day of the test. And then after the test day, the next day, they'll be all half credit. And then after that, I won't accept them. Okay. So anything that we've done up to the test, I will accept for full credit. And then anything after that, the very next day, it's half credit. And then the next day, I won't accept it. Okay. So that's to help anybody out there that's having technical difficulty, or you're trying to get into a groove, or just what have you, that you're finding difficult with the virtual learning. Okay. So I'm just trying to be empathetic to you to, you know, offset some of these scores that, you know, could have been pretty bad if I did the, you know, actual late assignment expectation. Okay. So you will have a test, and it will be the next time we meet. And the testing procedure at this point, you know, everything is up for change, you know, depending on how it all works out. But the day of the test, you come in all cameras need to be on so I can see you, whether you want to be partially on camera or not, that's totally up to you. But I need to visually see you in the seat taking the test. And then once the test is over and you've completed, then that ends our class for that day. And then we'll just meet it up again on Monday, okay? So that's kind of how the plan of attack is going to be. Any questions right now? Okay. If you have some, you can always put them in the chat and Miss Gray will help me monitor that. And so anyway, so I just wanted to give you a heads up on that. I have done some grading. So I can't grade the activity 1, 2, 3, 4 because they all they're all a package deal. So I'm going to go over activities 3 and 4, and we are going to go over some of those responses, not all of them, of course, but we'll go over a majority of them. And then I believe I gave you the deadline of October 2nd, which I believe is Friday. Yeah, it's Friday. So make sure you get those activities in by Friday because unfortunately the test day, well, that assignment, it'll be the next day half, the next day 0, and then we're going to wipe the slate clean and we're going to start with a new unit, okay? So that would be the only assignment that gets pushed a little bit because of the deadline I already gave you, and I don't want to change it on you and, you know, because then that changes your plans and things like that. So if we're ready to go, I need you to pull out your activity 3 and 4 from wherever you have it hidden. And we're going to go over some of those responses. Okay. All right. And then if you chose to do the extra credit, that is an option as well, but I don't know if anyone, you know, chose to do that. So go to those papers. I'm going to show you my screen and, you know, we'll go through those questions here. There. Okay. All right. So, Miss Gray, just let me know if you can't see what I'm doing or what I'm looking at here.
Okay.
All right, so we are talking about activity 3, tasks of parenting, and it wants you to give me 3 definitions of your own words when it comes to physical care. So can I have somebody give me the definition that they came up with?
Can I say it?
Yeah, who is this, McKenna?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just came up with it on the spot since I didn't write it down yet, but it's where you care about somebody's like body well-being, their body, like their exercise, their habits, their weight, their height. It's like where you care about their like physical stuff
Okay.
more.
Can I get someone to add on to what they said?
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I got you.
Making sure that their personal hygiene's good.
Okay, that's awesome. Okay, so what I put on mine was just taking care of a child's basic needs, you know, like feed, clothe, things like that, love, all those basic needs that any individual will need. So what about nurturing? What is that? And then Miss Gray, if you see someone with their hand up, you can say their name. I can't see them, so.
Okay.
I'll say, okay, let's have Kyla. Can you tell me what you put for nurture?
I said helping them learn and grow and like encouraging them.
Okay, awesome. That's kind of what I had too. I said caring for and encouraging the growth and development. What about guidance? Can I have, no, I don't know if Donovan's here. How about Taylor? Can you tell me what you wrote down for guidance?
Like helping them go through life, like helping them do like basic stuff.
Okay. How about, is Callie here?
Yeah.
Okay, what did you put for guidance?
I said it to show them what, like, how to, I don't know how to put it. Like, to show them how to do certain things. And
You mean like role model? Is that what you mean?
yeah, kind of like show them and help them through different things.
Okay. All right. So what I had for mine is I put something like to give direction, moral values, be a role model, someone that they can look up to. So then you had to highlight either the words that are listed either are going to be physical care, which are green, nurturing, which are red, and then guidance, which are purple. So I'm just going to go, I'm not going to do them all because I think that's something that you guys need to finish up if you haven't completed, but we'll do some. So when you put clothing down, JK, what is it, physical, nurturing, or guidance? What'd you put? Is JK here? How about Michael then? What'd you put for clothing? Is it physical, nurturing, or guidance?
Guidance.
Clothing?
Yeah.
Anyone else want to tell me what they put?
Physical.
Okay. Anyone else want to weigh in? Or is that what everybody got?
For what?
For clothing?
Oh, I think that could be nurturing too, kind of though.
You're encouraging growth and development?
Oh, never mind. Never mind.
Okay, so I would probably have to agree that it's more physical care. You're providing as they're growing, developing, you're buying clothes that are helping with that. What about love? Is that physical care, nurturing, or guidance?
Is that one nurturing?
I'm asking you.
I put nurturing.
Okay, I put nurturing as well, so we had 2 for that one. I was also just thinking a moment here about guidance is if you show love to them, then they know what love may look like, and so that may help guide them a little bit. So if you did put G on there, I could kind of understand that. And then what about moral standards? What did you have for that one?
Guidance. I put guidance down.
Okay, that's what I had too. So good, awesome. Okay, let's flip, or I'm flipping my page. I guess you guys just scroll. Okay, so on this chart, you were supposed to tell me whether it was a physical change, emotional change, financial change, or a social change when it comes to being a parent, okay? So again, I'm just gonna do like a mixed bag here. So if I'm feeling lonely and depressed, is that emotional, financial, physical, or social?
I say that one.
You may.
That would be more of an emotional.
Okay, very good. What about sleep deprived and living on caffeine?
Miss Sepka, as soon as you said that, my mom just turned around, looked at me, and raised her hand.
Yeah, I think we're all in kind of that similar boat, but tell her we're talking about being a parent as far as little kids, but I could see it both ways though, for sure. What did you put for that one then? Is it physical, social, emotional, or financial? Is Amelia here today?
Is anybody else going to answer it? Because I think I know now.
You can answer it, McKenna. Go ahead.
It would be emotional, I would say, because. Would it be
Where is
emotional?
the emotion? Where is the emotion in that?
Because they have, because they're, is it, because they're living on something that isn't physical.
Well, sleep is physical.
Never mind.
So
Yeah,
if you're
physical.
sleep deprived and living on caffeine, that's going to be more physical than any of the other ones. It's going to be definitely weighted higher with the physical. What about having few date nights? What would that be? Social, physical, emotional, financial?
Social.
Social, thank you. And then what about practically practice being frugal where possible, which means you kind of save money when you can.
Financial.
Financial, yes, very good. Is there anyone that did a poem as of yet? No poems out there yet?
Poem for what?
Well, if you look, there's the extra credit.
Like, anything to write. Like, my brain's just got writer's block when it comes to this poem.
Okay, this is extra credit. So if it's too much, then you'll omit it. But if you want extra credit, it's available to you.
I did it, but I didn't have anything for X, Y, and Z. So I'm
Oh.
still trying to come up with those.
Okay, excellent. So just keep trying until October 2nd and just make sure you get it in, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Alrighty. So if you are done with that, the parent readiness activities, looks like 3 people are. Make sure you get them into me because that's a big project that is going to be scored higher than a lot of other things that we do. So it's really important that you get that in on time. And remember, you have until Monday, let me look at the calendar here. Monday the, oh shoot. What date is that? Monday the 5th. Okay, and then after that, we're going to put this whole unit to bed. And nothing will be accepted after that date. Okay. All right, so now I want to assign the chapter review, okay? So on chapter review days, I just kind of try to finish up the unit, kind of like what we just did with finishing our activities. So make sure you get that in, and then I'm going to assign this review page. We are here together until 12:20, and I expect you to remain in class. But I want you working on the review page, and I will be right here to talk about it. But I'm going to give you a time when I'm going to go over the review page, okay? And that's when we'll basically turn our attention back to me, and then we'll kind of go over the correct answers so that you have a correct document to study. So that, you know, you're not, like, let's say I didn't go over any of the answers and you studied them all wrong. That would not be good. So I'm going to do a quick rendition of the review page. If you get your review page done, okay, and there's still class time to be had, then you can do, maybe you're behind on the journaling, maybe you're behind on the warm-ups, maybe you want to finish the 1 through 4 activities. You know, there are things, and if I go to the Power School, I can see that there's a lot of missing assignments. So if you get done with the review, then I would suggest taking whatever time remains and work on that stuff, okay? So I need somebody, let me show this to you because I didn't open it, or I haven't assigned it yet because I didn't want anybody doing it ahead of time per se. So I'm going to go ahead and assign that. And then you should be able to go into Google Classroom and open it. And then begin working on it. Now, if you took notes in the class, which you were told to do, then that review page should be a cinch, okay? Because pretty much it starts at the beginning of our notes and it goes through the notes, okay? If you were here every time when we talked and we did things together, it should be also very easy for you to do the review page because it's all the things that we've discussed and talked about. So FYI. And I just need someone to recap for me what I said about you working right here in class. So can someone just tell me what they understood about what I said about you being here and working? Go ahead, McKenna.
That we need to stay in the class until the time is up. So we need to, like, if we have any questions we can ask, but we need to, and you didn't say this though, but we should keep our mics muted too.
Actually, yes, very good. Okay, so she's exactly right. So you're gonna stay here. You are gonna be, it's just like me in class, I'm in class, and you are now given the assignment and you're gonna stay in class and work on it, okay? And I'm up front in my classroom and I'm there if you need me. If you, like I said, get done with the review page and you have other things that you need to get done, such as other assignments in parenting, then that's what I expect you to be working on, okay? Did someone have a question? Okay, if you had anything in the chat, I'll go check that, make sure. Let's see here. Okay. Okay. And then McKenna asked a question about journal entries. I will always tell you when we have a journal entry. We have not had one yet this week, okay? And we probably won't have one this week because we're gonna do the review page today. And then the next time we meet, we'll do the test. And then we'll start in on the next week with our next unit, which is teen pregnancy, okay? Okay, so you're sticking around. You're gonna work on the review page. I'm gonna stick around. And I'm going to say that I'm going to go over that review page at 12:10. Okay, so at 12:10, I am going to unmute myself and we're going to go over the review page. Okay, so you have a good 20 minutes or so to work, and that's my expectation. Okay, so if you have any further questions or concerns, let me know. But otherwise, go in, get your review page, and start working.
I exited out on an accident trying to get to the tab.
Oh, that's okay.
Something's wrong. Voice to text mic thing is not showing up.
Miss Duckley, you're muted.
Sugar muffins, you're right. Oh, gracious. Okay, McKenna, I don't know anything about your mic, and I don't know. I wish I could be more helpful to you. Miss Gray's here. I don't know if she knows anything about it either.
Maybe it's because I'm in a
Unfortunately,
meeting.
I don't.
It could be because I'm in this meeting and sometimes it don't work when I'm in the meetings.
Okay, so what I would have you do, if it's not gonna work, is just go back over your notes that I sent you and just read through them. Okay,
So just look at those while we're doing that.
yep, and then when we get off of here, you'll be able to do your review page because you'll have a lot that you remember because you were studying it while we were doing the review sheet.
Okay. Because it's just not working right now. It's just acting up. So it might
Okay.
work later.
Okay, sounds good. Okay. Hmm.
Mrs. Zepka, can you see the chat?
Yeah, I saw that, but I'm not able to see anything that Logan is sending me. He sent
Oh,
he
okay.
sent me something, but I don't see it.
Okay. I just want to make sure you were seeing
Yeah, I
those.
can't click on it or anything, so I don't know what his difficulty is. But Logan, if you're here, why don't you stay after just for a couple minutes and we can try to figure out what's going on.
I finished it.
Yep, I'm talking while I'm muted. If you are done, then you have about 10 minutes. No, in 2 minutes, I'm going to be going over it. So make sure you have everything else done, warm-ups, activity pages, journals, all that stuff, because after Friday, it'll be 0.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, you guys got about 2 minutes, and then I'm going to go over as much as I can in the time that we still have. Okay. Have your your review sheet ready to go, and we're going to go through as many as we can in the time that we have. So, I'm not going to present my screen. So, okay. So let's just start with number 1, and I'll just call on some random people to see what you got as your answer. Okay, when the answers are either going to be growth, social development, child development, moral development, just development, mental, emotional, and physical development. Okay, so an increase in size or amount is referred to as what, Sierra?
Growth.
Thank you. A baby's ability to roll over is an example of blank. Azaria?
Child development.
Anybody else have a thought on that one?
Physical development.
Okay, you want to switch that to physical, and then you'll have to find a home for that child development. Okay, number 3, one example of blank is in a child's ability to show love. Michael, did you get that one?
I think so.
What do you have for number 3?
Yeah, I gotta look at it.
Okay.
I had one example of is a child ability to show love. I put hugging.
Okay, so up at the top, you're supposed to either put growth, social development, moral, mental, emotional, physical. Those were the answers. So you'll have to
Okay.
switch that out. Let me see if I can get someone to help you. Kyla, what did you have for number 3?
I had emotional.
Very good. Number 4, when a child is able to do more complicated things, it is called blank. Callie Rogers.
Mental development.
No. How about Caden? Do you know? Sylvia. Oh, there's Caden. Did you know?
Oh, what was the question again?
It's right on your worksheet, number 4. Did you get the answer?
Isn't that physical?
Nope, it's going to just be development. Number 5, when a child realizes the difference between right and wrong, blank has taken place. Trisha Smith. What type of development for number 5?
Moral.
Thank you. Number 6, the study of how children learn and grow is called what? Azaria?
Learn and grow. I said moral.
For which one?
Number 6.
Oh, for number 6, the cheat or the thing that tells you or helps you is the study of. So it's going to be child development on that one. Number 7, an increased ability to process and use information is called what type of development? Caitlin Wood.
Mental.
Yes, very good. Number 8, the process of interacting with other people is called what? Sylvia, do you have that one for me? Is Sylvia out there? I know I can see her, but are you going to respond? No. Does anyone have the number 8? Anybody can respond. Dustin, do you have number 8?
Social.
Oh, what'd you say? Social. Thank you, Gia. Okay. Number 9, provide 2 examples of growth in children. So Tanner, can you tell me 2 examples of growth? And then
When
number
they
9.
grow in size, and when they grow,
There's 2 ways they grow in size. They grow what?
taller,
And they grow,
wider,
or they gain weight.
they gain weight.
Yep.
Oh.
Good job. Okay, you can mute yourself back up. Number 10, provide 2 examples of development in children. So give me 2 examples. Like when we did the notes, I gave you 2 examples. Does anyone remember them? Development. 2 examples of development. So for number 10, you could have something like speaking or talking, walking. Those are all examples of development. Okay. Provide 1 example of physical development. So what would be 1 physical development? Dustin?
Walking.
Walking, lifting head, rolling over. Number 2, provide 1 example of social development. How would I know a child has developed social development?
When they have friends.
Okay, but let's talk about babies, because babies aren't going to have friends. So how can I tell that the child, the baby, is developing socially?
Can I get this one?
Yeah,
Like when they're smiling or?
yeah, when they smile at a brother or sister, right? Good.
Yeah.
Thanks, Caden. Provide 1 example of moral development. Like, how do I know that they're morally developing? A young child, what would I visually see if that was happening?
Maybe if they're told no, they won't do it again.
Okay. Or sharing, possibly being able to share with another individual, knowing that, taking another person's toy is not the right thing to do. Number 14, provide 1 example of mental development. Like, how do I know a baby is developing mentally? Caden, you got my back on this one? You had the other one spot on. Okay, so when we talk about mental development, like the sound of their name, so they like turn their head or they smile because they have been recognized. Is that what you're gonna say, Caden?
No.
Oh, okay. Provide one example of emotional development. So if they're able to channel like strong emotions, like if they cry, you know, that's a type of emotion. If they are scared, they can show that emotion. Name the benefits gained by studying child development. So a couple things are to see how children learn and grow, and they grow in many ways. So they grow physically, mentally, socially, emotionally, morally. So we're able to learn about all those things with watching how kids develop. What is the deepest and most extended form of participating in a child's lives? What is that? The deepest and most extended form of participating. I do it every day. What am I doing? Parenting. I'm parenting. Number 17 is parenting. Okay, I got just a little bit more time. How does parenthood increase stress in life? Increase the stress in life. What is that about? How does parenthood increase the stress in life? Caitlin, you got a response for that one? Michael, you said you were done. What'd you put for number 18?
For number 18.
Yeah.
I put physically.
What does that mean?
How does parenthood increase the stress in life?
Yeah. What does physical mean?
It's
Elaborate. Tell me what that's about. I think you got saved by the bell. So for number 18, I put that there's enormous demands, needs and wants need to come, the needs and wants of the baby need to come before your own. So there's a lot of stress on, you know, providing and giving that child all the things that are warranted to raising a child. So that can become stressful. And then 19 through 23, I'm going to hope that you have the correct response on that. Double check your notes, make sure that it's filled out. And then I am asking for this to be due. I don't know if you looked at Google Classroom, but it's due the day of the test at 11:15. So that's right before class starts. And so on Wednesday at 11:15, they need to be turned in, the reviews. Okay. After that, it'll be late. So if you don't have any further questions for me, you can head off to your fifth hour, and then I'll just see you guys Wednesday for the test. Miss Gray, you have anything for me?
No, I think I'm all set other than I emailed you and I cannot find the email for the tests.
Oh, okay.
And
I'll
I believe,
see if I can look it up and then send it to you.
yeah, I thought you sent me the reviews at the same time and I have those.
Yeah,
But
maybe.
I went back through my email, like 400 emails it said.
Oh,
and
jeez. I wouldn't have given it to you 400 ago.
yeah, no, that's all right. So when you get a minute, I mean, there's,
Yeah,
I'm up for Wednesday, so.
Okay. Yep. I will
yeah,
do that.
sorry.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks.
Thanks.
Yep. Anybody else have anything for the good of the order? Because I need to get out of here and get ready for fifth hour. So you're all set, all good, no worries. Okay. I will see you guys next time.